Previously, a very special episode of Even If Tempest. Tyrell, I think I'm pregnant, and you're the father. Haha, you foolish girl. You will never be able to escape this arranged marriage. Lucian, I think I'm pregnant, and you're the father. What? Why is all this happening now? The prom is tomorrow. Anastasia, I think I'm pregnant, and you're the father. Man, all this when the big game is coming up, too. And now, the conclusion of Chapter 1 of probably, like, somewhere between 5 and 7. Hello, one. Hello, all. My name is Mitsuda Midori. I'm a forensic scientist. This is a mystery game. Don't let literally everything that's happened thus far fool you. We are on brand right now. If you will recall, last time on Even If Tempest, I was only, like, 3/4 of the way joking just then. We do, in fact, have the big game coming up. Anastasia is going to be participating in the archery bracket of the big night tournament thing that doesn't have a very interesting name. And if she comes in first, she'll be allowed to become the first ever female knight in the history of this kingdom whose name I can never remember. I think it's Historia. Is it Historia? Please correct me if I'm wrong. Unless you think doing so would hurt my pride, which, to be clear, it absolutely would. Anyway, to accomplish that, we're going to have to overcome the Royal Guard, who are, in fact, the most stereotypical opposing sports team in the history of sports stories. But, this is still an otome game, so we can't worry about all that because it would interfere with romantic drama. At the end of last episode, we did encounter a fairly large surprise. Prince Lucian Neuschburn, third born of the kingdom and our heroine's childhood friend, was portrayed in the previous timeline as a real stand-up guy, and I don't mean that he talks a lot about airship food. And yet, in this timeline, from what we've heard, he's much more efficient at actually being a prince, but much less personable. What does that mean? What is the truth? We're probably going to find out because he's standing right in front of us, just kind of staring at me awkwardly. Look, man, I'm sorry. I had to get through the exposition break. We haven't streamed this in like 4 days. What if everyone forgot? Look, I'm sorry, okay? Just please say something.
Lucian-sama, 今日は遅くまでお付き合いいただき、ありがとうございました。
Art.
たくさんお時間をいただいたのに、結局書き終えることができなくて、申し訳ないです。
To be fair, that big badge on his right shoulder is probably very time-consuming to draw.
こういうものは時間をかければかけるほど良いと聞く。期限はないのだから、気長にやってくれ。
No, he's still a pretty okay dude, I guess.
武王の寵愛を受ける画家に描いてもらえることになって、光栄に思っているよ。これからよろしく頼む。ははあ、ありがたきお言葉。本当に度量の広い方ですね。さすが市民人気ナンバー1。
Not just magnanimity, but great magnanimity. It's a fun word. You don't hear it very often. Magnanimity, 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 magnanimity. Is see. Yeah, I look like that whenever I see myself in the mirror, too.
ルーシェン様、書いている時から思っていたのですが、何か気にかかることでもあるのですか？ため息が多かったように感じましたが。
I don't know.
どうか私に打ち明けていただけませんか？あなたのお力になりたいのです。
Okay, buddy, you're the court painter, not the court therapist. Or the court-appointed therapist, as it may be. Don't go getting a swelled head. Face palm, apply directly to the forehead. Is it me?
たびたび人を使って探しているのだが、なかなか良い知らせが届かなくてな。ルーシェン様の名のもとに探して見つからないのですか？
Wow, we're really good at turning invisible, apparently.
いや、訳あって私の名前を出すことはできないのだ。本心では自分の足で探し回りたいのだが。
They're playing the modestly produced indie game background music. Must be serious.
これから王位継承争いは苛烈なものになっていく。情勢が激化する前に彼女を見つけ出したい。
I want to find her before the situation turns even if tempestuous. Thank you, I'll be here all week.
彼女は私の鍵となる人だから。そこまで大切な方なのですが、お名前は何とおっしゃるんです？アナスタシア・リンゼ。
Gasp.
かしこまりました。その女性、必ず私が見つけ出してみせましょう。本当か？
本当に？本当に？
はい。ちょうど私も彼女を探していたところなので。
That's so. I'm very curious as to why.
よく聞こえなかった。もう一度言ってくれ。
I've got my eye on you, unnamed court painter who is named on the official website, and therefore is clearly important.
いえ、何でもありませんよ。それでは、私はこれにて。
Oh, I didn't say anything. I'm not suspicious. Goodbye.
アナスタシア殿、今度こそあなたに会えるのか？
Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure your route doesn't unlock until later, so probably not. Face palm, apply directly to the forehead. Gasp.
おお、連続命中ですよ。さすがですね、アナスタシアさん。
Shut up, baby, I know it. It's harder to miss a stationary target, as I thought. I needed to actually move for proper practice.
僕は的にはなりませんからね。
Oh, come on, please. I'll be your best friend.
もう20時だぞ。そろそろ片付けようぜ。
Man, who's gonna clean up all these spent arrows? It's gonna be like shell casings everywhere. I'll be here for a while longer, so you can all go home first.
またそんなこと言って。昨日も一昨日も遅くまでやってたじゃんか。今日くらい早く帰れよ。
No, I gotta do my level grinding. I haven't seen the words level up on the screen yet. That means I'm still weak. The games is next week. Is that proper grammar? My gut says no, but considering it is a proper noun, capital G games, it might be. Yeah, this is gonna bother me. I could train every hour of the day and it still wouldn't be enough.
たくも
アナスタシア、副団長がお前に届けてほしいものがあるって言ってたぞ。
It says on the package that it's a bomb ring, and he wants you to bring it to a small village. I'm sure it's nothing to be worried about. Me? What am I delivering?
この包みを20時半までにいつもの酒場まで届けるようにってさ。
Yes. The usual pub. There's meat in this. Oh, thank God, I thought it was the toilet.
そうみたいだな。もう出発しないと時間に間に合わないんじゃないか。片付けは俺たちでやっておくから。
Okay. Okay, you will take care of the cleaning then. Good luck with the toilet. Thanks, guys. You're the best. I mean, you're the only other people here, so, it's kind of a matter of victory by default, but still.
あ、そうだ。人通りの多い道を行くんだぞ。最近、物騒な事件が起きているから。
Violent stuff? Man, I love violent stuff. That's apparently all I'm good at in this timeline. Just like that, he's gone.
にしても飲み屋にいるのに酒を持ってくって変な話だな。
It's almost like this is some sort of cover, and that he actually had a completely different motive in mind.
ランドンさんは間抜けで鈍感でアホですね。あんなの彼女に訓練をやめさせるための副団長の方便に決まってますね。
Yes, I see that you are a dull, idiotic half-wit who lacks in brains and possesses low intelligence. And also doesn't know much, and is dumb and stupid and fat, and I hate you. We're friends.
なるほど。で、そこまで言う必要あるか？
Yeah, otherwise how could we have enabled that hilarious joke I just told?
副団長すごいよな。忙しくて詰め所にはなかなか立ち寄れないのに、あいつのことよく分かってらっしゃる。
It's because he likes her. Yeah.
本当にさすがこの国で一番のモテ男。
More popular than any of the princes, huh? Honestly, it feels like cheating. We get to go after him first.
一番なの？
It's his popularity contest, Mr. Woolley. He was number one.
一体どこの情報だよ。
副団長は武術大会剣術部門の優勝者。さらに名門キャソロック公爵家の嫡男ですからね。顔よし腕よし家柄よしなんてモテないわけないじゃないですか。
Okay, so he was a sword fella. I suppose that makes sense. I guess. Sure, why not?
僕が裏で密かに販売しているブロマイドも最も売れ行きがいいのはクライオス副団長なんですから。
You think he's talking about, like, you know, smutty prints or creep shots, but he's actually selling copies of their fingerprints to criminals? No, no, no. Fingerprints. I don't think so.
へえ、すっげえな。
Scully, Scully.
お前、自分の上司で商売してるのか。恐ろしいやつだな。
Seriously, that face is absolutely maddening. I want to punch it so bad. Meanwhile, back at the plot. So, this is the Prowl. Yeah, nice place you got here. It's very homey. All it needs is a decorative barn door just kinda hanging on a wall somewhere. Pretty lively atmosphere here. Now, where is the Vice Commander?
おいってなんだよぶつかってきやがってよ俺は誰だと思ってんだ
Well, according to your name tag, I could take you for a drunk man, so, I think I'll trust that. I swallow my immediate retort. You were the one that bumped into me. I've come to realize in this life that guys like these weren't worth the effort.
あなんだお前女か妙ななりしてるな髪も短いし
Yes, clearly that is the absolute weirdest thing you could possibly be saying in here. Dot.
謝りもしねえでどこ行くんだよああそうだ一杯付き合ってくれれば許してやるほらここに座れよ
Do bar fights happen this commonly in real life? I feel like they probably don't. I would have heard about it if they did. You go into a fictional tavern and all of a sudden every single person that you see just wants to get drunk and punch each other. What should I do here? I don't want to cause a scene. Oh, fuck, an actual decision point. Didn't expect one this early on. Or this late on. Depending on... I expected one earlier in the game, but now that we've been several episodes of several hours without one, I thought we weren't gonna get one until someone, like, died. You know? Anyway, I think we should just, you know, tell him to go take a long walk off a short pier, and if he gets upset about that, then we have justification to kick him in the nads. And kicking people in the nads is good for content. I'm sorry, but I'm not yet at legal drinking age. I'm legal, I swear I'm legal. You're not weird for playing this game, I just have a drinking age difference in this kingdom compared to Holy Nippon.
固いこと言うなってほら
I can't drink. That's just the way it is. I lost my esophagus in the war.
だと人が優しく言ってやってるってのに
Hey buddy, can you roll your R's a bit more? I'm still kinda capable of listening to you without laughing.
おいそこないい加減にしてくれこの店で乱闘騒ぎを起こした奴はできんだからな
来い
Hey, let go of me.
こういう生意気な女はな男がよーくしつけてやらなきゃなんねえんだよ
Can you grow these guys in a laboratory somewhere? Now that we've come this far, there's no stopping it. I bring my fists up and get into a battle stance.
俺とやろうってのか
No, I'm just practicing my Tai Chi. What do you think? Dog, you're drunk, but you're clearly not that drunk. If you cease now, I'll let you go. You wouldn't want to face humiliation at the hands of a woman, would you? Ouch, what a devastatingly witty retort. Huh? The fog swirling around me weighs my body down and robs me of my senses. It's not long before I realize that this pressure is emanating from someone, or some thing. Da-da-da-dun. Oh, he's dead. Hooray! Before I even move, the man coughs out blood. More of the red liquid gushes out from his abdomen. Remember, kids, don't drink and harass women. What's going on? I need to help. It's a lot of anime noses in this game. What in God's name? Oh shit, it's a mascot character. Quick, kill it, kill it! Ah man, I forgot my 3D glasses on my other lab coat. Running, thinking, fighting, screaming, projectile vomiting, explosive diarrhea. All of my choices are robbed from me by fear. His shadowy hands break through my skin and dig into my flesh. It would be so easy for this thing to rip through my body. Yet it doesn't. Its fingers splay out inside me. And curl in. Then out. And in again. You know, this is the exact same bit of Foley that they use for sex sounds in Edoge. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. It's as if he's enjoying the sensation of my flesh. Game, you're not helping. I can't die here. I haven't done anything yet. This development makes no sense. Meh. Bit. Thanks, game. Real nifty.
よっほー8年ぶり僕のこと覚えてる覚えてるよねこんな可愛い子を忘れるはずが
Shut the fuck up, you twink. The hell was that thing?
びっくりした大声出さないでよっていうかこっちに来るなら来るってもうちょっと前振りしてくれないかな酔っ払いに絡まれはしてたけど別に死ぬような展開じゃなかったよね
Why are you talking about flags when you lived several hundred years before the invention of the video game? Get off the fourth wall, you fucking twink. That's what I want to know. What was that thing? What the hell just killed me? What's a death flag anyway?
さあ君が知らないことは僕にもわからないよ君の目を通してしか現世を垣間見ることができないんだから
That's all? Was that a human? There are only so many people that can puncture human flesh with their bare hands. Wolverine. Wolverine's daughter. Wolverine's son. Wolverine's evil twin Sabretooth.
まあ、女子供には無理だろうね。男でもよほどの腕力がないと。
Truly, he possessed a dizzying intellect. I didn't even have time to fight back. Even if I did, I was too scared to move.
なんで殺されちゃったんだろうね。君か酔っ払いのどっちかを恨んでたのか？
I have my ideas, but I doubt my father and stepmother could control something so utterly incomprehensible.
思い浮かべる容疑者が家族って君ほんとかわいそうな人生歩んでるね。
Thank you, how kind of you to notice.
それでどうする？また8年前からやり直す？
Hell no. I just have to make sure I don't run into that thing.
そうだね。確かあの時もう一つ選択肢が浮かんでたよね。そっち選んでみたら？
Thank you for making your point very clear and unambiguous, game. Good idea.
じゃ願わくばこれが最後の仰せになりますように。
I bet you it won't. As much as I'd like that.
エクスペクトアニムス。
My eyes, the light it burns. That was fun. Alright, fine, I guess I won't get murdered by a clown this time. This game doesn't let me have any fun. Best course of action is to not involve myself with him.
このクソめまだ俺を無視するってか
Apparently.
おいそこないい加減にしてくれ。この店で乱闘騒ぎを起こした奴はできんだからな。
来い
What? We're doing this again?
あ何がまたなんだよ
If you want to talk, we can talk inside. So let's just calm down and...
ああうるせえな。
さん行くぞそういう生意気な女はな男がよーくしつけてやらなきゃなんねえんだよ
Okay, so you're just the sort of person who's like been rehearsing that line for this like probably for like years now, waiting for an opportunity. Wow, you're so cool. This is bad. I need to shut him up and get us back to a place with more people. I brace my body before he can move and punch him in the gut. Yeah, was this plan A? Why did we not do that originally? Heh.
なんだお前ただものじゃねえ
Is that the whole reason we started fighting in the first place? But as it happens, I'm not an ordinary girl. I'm Batman. Satisfied now? Come, let's return to the pub.
な女にやられて戻れるわけねえだろ
That fog is back.
くそー
Man, that guy sounds like he's having a lot of fun in the recording booth. Oh no. Hey, 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 if it isn't that damn clown around town. Despite this being our second encounter, overcome by unspeakable fear, and because this is our second encounter, my mind is much sharper, heightening that fear. Yeah, it'll have to do. I know now that this thing isn't something a human could ever hope to stand against. Oh man, that is gonna be really rough on your neck. My home slice, I am so sorry. Gross. Well, I'm poorly. Alright.
ああ。おかえり。早かったね。すっごい精神的ダメージ受けてるね。死ぬの初めてじゃないのに。
Emotional damage. Honestly, I managed to deal with the previous deaths because I was numb from hatred or desire for revenge. This time's pretty tough. If this was just a common murder, it'd be fine. The sheer sensation of that thing flexing his hand inside of me is... You're wearing your hat on one of your ears. And you own, like, at least 13 copies of the same book on that shelf back there. Who are you trying to impress?
あの酒場に行かなきゃいいんじゃない？命令なんか仮病を使うなりなんなりして断りなよ。
Do that, then Hugo Landon or Mitchell would have to do this errand in my stead. And if that happened, I'd just end up dying to save them anyway.
それじゃあどうするのさ。無視してもダメ。断ってもダメだったんだよ。
Bro, could you speak up? You are so much quieter than everyone else.
あ、そうだ。店内には副団長さんがいるんだよね。大声で呼べば来てくれるんじゃない？
Actually, not a terrible idea, probably. If I did that, then there's a chance he'd take that drunkard outside.
確かに。酒場の店主、騒ぎになるのをすごく嫌がってたもんね。でもどうするの？他にやりようなくない？
What if we just went back, like, even further? Like, at least a day. I'll apologize.
酔っ払いに？君、そういうキャラじゃないでしょ。
I still like my idea better. Style doesn't matter if it means I get to live.
まあ、それが一番無難だよね。でも気をつけてよ。最初に言った通り、君の精神が狂っちゃったら、もう現世に戻る戻らないの選択もできなくなるからね。
Well, joke's on you. You can't break what's already broken. Oh ho ho ho.
どうやら君はあいつに殺されるのが一番ダメージ食らうみたいだし、もう二度と遭遇せずに済むようにしなきゃ。
Be sure you don't take any more emotional damage. I'd love that more than anyone, but you saw what it looked like, right? I didn't have any definite proof before, but now I do. That thing isn't human. Don't you think that's the witch we're looking for?
え？そうなのかな？
Alright. Alright, 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 alright. Stop. Let's think about this. If that thing is the target we're looking for, logically speaking, it would have a very good reason to go after us. We're going after it, and considering that Rune's also a witch, I'm just kinda gonna take for granted until explicitly proven otherwise that our humble opponents knows about time loops, because that seems like a thing that the game would spring on us. So the witch would want to go after us. Us specifically. So the fact that it knew to ambush us here would mean it's somebody who knows that we're gonna be here at this time. Assuming good old Christ didn't share his little command with anyone else, that would mean the suspects are Cryus himself and the Three Stooges. And considering that the clown masked marionette thing, I really hope we get a name to call this thing by sometime soon, approaches us from outside the tavern after we leave, and it sounds like, based on what I plan to get out of here, it probably won't be able to find us if we don't go outside to meet it on the street. That makes Cryus, who is asking us to deliver things to him at the tavern, less suspicious. Which would mean our suspects, primarily right now, are the Three Stooges. Which, to be honest, is kind of where my brain was going anyway, but, you know, it's just more based on vibes or anything else. Now, which of them did it, I couldn't tell you yet. I will not be theorizing out of my data, that way lies madness.
実は僕、怖くて目つむっちゃってたんだよね。ごめんなさい。
Gee, thanks, Rune, you're so helpful. So glad to have you on my side. Oh well, I can't really blame you. I was just as terrified.
優しいんだね。責めてくれてもいいのに。
Oh, don't worry. I plan on doing enough of that for both of us. Pretty pathetic witch you are if you got scared. Keep those eyes wide open next time, eh?
怖い。君、ほんと騎士団に入ってから口悪くなったよね。
Yeah, well, that's not the only thing that's gotten rougher and giggity giggity giggity. As I'm often told. Actually, I heard the door to the pub open after both deaths. Wonder if that beast attacked the pub after killing us.
だとしたらもう逃げようがないね。
That's no good. There's no point in discussing this now. Take me back to the same time. I'll stomp on my pride and apologize.
悪くもないのに謝れ。それが大人になるってことだよ。
Yeah. Yeah.
じゃ、願わくばこれが最後の王政になりますように。エクスペクトアニムス。
Alright. Let's do the time warp again. Sirba Chariot Requiem. Well, here we are. Gizmo Beach on the clams we can eat. I'm sorry.
Huh?
I didn't mean any ill will by bumping into you. Forgive me.
なんだよ急に態度変えやがって。
ほれお客さん、女の子が頭下げてんだからそのぐらいにしといたらどうだ。
Oh, now you decide to be helpful. I know you're boner.
まあわかりゃいいんだよわかりゃ。
Bro, weren't you gonna rape us in the last two timelines? I feel like there's a bit more to you than that.
そこまで詫びるんなら俺の先にも付き合ってくれるんだよな。
Oh, I forgot that's what this was all about. Damn, it's not like I'm suddenly out of the drinking age. He'll just get inflamed if I turn him down, so should I call Vice Commander? If it leads to us going outside again, I'd have to start over, just like I feared.
ほらこっちに来いや。
The drunkard pulls on my arm with surprising force, but then... the door is thrown open and hits the drunkard on the back of the head.
いててめえ
Come on, moment of truth.
あ
I was able to calm him down, but now he's back into a rage. With more people involved now, this situation can only get worse. Oh, Anastasia, don't you know? It can always get worse no matter how many people are around. But the moment I see the man step through the door, I realize all my worries were for naught. He's tall enough that I have to look up to see his face, with a solid build. He looks less like a knight, more like a free-for-hire mercenary without a home. He's clearly no ordinary man. He's smoking a cigarette and has his coat worn like a cape without putting his arms through the sleeves. Man, he's so cool.
てめえがいきなりドア開けたから頭打ったじゃねえか。どうしてくれんだよ。
Oh, sure, but when he solves his problems with violence, I'm sure it's gonna go fine. Come on, blink. Blink, damn you. I won't lose. Damn it. You win this round, Sorefield.
あんたがいつまでも入り口でグダグダ言ってたからだろ。これ以上騒ぎを起こすなら。
Okay, why are you so much better about treating this guy like the bad guy this go around? Pig.
ああもう分かった。おとなしく一人で飲むよ。
Guess we'll just go drinking alone. Sad. Watching old episodes of Oprah. There I go. I guess I managed to get away from that drunkard. Phew. It's all thanks to him. He never showed up during the first and second times. Maybe because we spent so much longer in the pub this time around. Did we, though? Did we really? I'm not convinced. Yes? What is it? Okay, you're another time traveler. You changed jobs even though we never met before in this timeline. And you showed up, despite what Anastasia seems to believe, at around the same time when you didn't the last two goes around. Because you knew that I needed saving. I got it. I got you. I got your number. He just keeps staring at me. Do we know each other? I don't think I've ever met such a burly man before. You see, steroids hadn't been invented yet, so people's standards were a lot lower for burliness. But huh? I feel like I'm right on the verge of remembering something. She needs a minute to make her brain work. It's fine. He left. He didn't come here for a drink. Thanks for proving my point. Ah! Is that monster gone? Thank goodness. We did it. I think I can relax, at least for a while. Time to look for the Vice Commander. Apologies for the wait, sir. I kind of died a few times.
Ah, Anastasia. すまなかったな。わざわざ来てもらって。
You know, this kingdom in general seems to be very fond of large, ostentatious shoulder pins. It's all rather silly. A man is sitting next to the Vice Commander. Since they're at the same table, I can only assume they're friends. I have prosopagnosia, so I don't recognize literally anyone I've ever seen before. His pale skin, sharp nose, and almond eyes make him appear distantly cold. That's when he's not drinking. Now he looks positively drowsy, his eyes seemingly unable to focus. I feel like I've seen this man before, too. An ultimate game, how goes it, mate? An ultimate game, it goes pretty okay, mano. Look, in my defense, it's an ultimate game with Ace Attorney-style courtroom segments. But also it is absolutely an ultimate game. This is just how he begins all of his conversations. It's very normal. He's very normal. He's totally normal. Don't worry. You're a pretty little head about it. What?
このご時世に貧乏騎士団に入団するなんて、よほどのアホか、よほどのバカか、相当な変人しかいねえ。
He seems nice.
先ほど酔っ払いに絡まれていたようだが、冷静に対応していたところを見るに、アホでもバカでもなさそう。残るは変人という線だが、魔女になる者は大体頭がいいから。
You know, like him or hate him, you can't argue with his logic. You know, when I was looking at these characters' profiles on the website before I bought this game, I did not expect Tyrell to suffer this much. I like him already. And by like him, I mean I enjoy seeing him in pain. Being a pompous asshole is your job? But I thought being a pompous asshole was my job. One of us is gonna have to change. Look at it, it's like we're looking in a mirror. I am not a witch, Inquisitor Tyrell I Lister.
こいつのことを知っていたのか?
俺ほどの人間であれば、そこらを歩いている犬でも知っていて不思議はないな。
I do not like this Tyr. His smug aura mocks me. I mean, I knew him 8 years ago when the memories were fading. His intense manner of speaking brought them right back, though. Tyrell I. Lister. He is the most accomplished Inquisitor in the modern era. It's thanks to him that I was able to meet Vice Commander Cryas, so I am thankful to him. At the very end of it all, he was also the man that condemned me to be burning at the stake. So, you know, complicated relationship. God, your nose is pointy. And he's also weirdly sharp.
それよりも酔っ払いに絡まれてたっていうのは本当か。何もされなかった。
I mean, he wasn't really the one responsible for it, but I died, you know, several times to him in his presence. As a result of his you know, it's complicated. Not at all. It wasn't that big a deal.
ならいいが、そういう時は俺を呼ぶよ。ティレルも気づいていたなら言えよ。
Baka. That's you. That's what you sound like. Was it Inquisitor Lister that opened the door just as I died? I don't exactly have a way of confirming that, though. I'm sure he's not a bad person. He did help me save Maya, and my execution at his hands was simply the result of his line of work. He was, you know, just following orders. Nothing problematic about that. No siree, Bob. Definitely not a bad person. Nope, nothing doing there. Yeah, we're never gonna get along. This is the first I've heard about you having an Inquisitor for a friend, Vice Commander. I mean, only specifically because it's you. Not at all. In the face of this being the only example of one we've seen, I doubt it. But huh?
ティレル、こいつはそんなこと全く思ってないぞ。
Man, that is a frothy drink.
そんなわけ。
なあ、アナスタシア。平和の敵である魔女を捕らえてくれる異端審問官をどう思っている？
I respect them. They require keen eyes that can see through a witch's disguise, and nerves of steel to deal with their machinations. Certainly not a post I could easily carry out. It's not actually ale, there's a little smoke machine in the cup. Ah yes, I should have known. It's just a cup full of that liquid smoke they use in barbecues. I did figure out how that stuff works. Mostly because I didn't care enough to look it up. Dot.
本当はあともう一人来るはずだったんだが、遅いな。先に始めておくか。
Okay, goodbye.
アナスタシア、実は今日来てもらったのは、お前にこのティレルを紹介するためだったんだ。
You mean asking you to deliver you alcohol from outside when you were already inside of a tavern was just a ruse? I'm shocked and flabbergasted. Me?
お前は何か大きなことを抱えているだろう。仲間にもマヤ殿にすら打ち明けず。
You're worried for me after our conversation the other day. Thank you, but I'm fine. These are my problems, and I will see them to the end myself. I've no intention of bothering anyone with my issues.
そう言うだろうと思った。迷惑。まあ、そ その点はおいおい解決するとして、利害が一致するものであればどうだ？
I mean, sure, I'm always willing to take advantage of a free shortcut. My interests? Are they at least 15% interest? Will they keep up with inflation?
対価を支払う代わりにお前の望むままに動く。情も何もないドライな関係であればお前も頼りやすいんじゃないか。
Look, buddy, if you're proposing I whore myself out, I can't. This game's not rated that high. He has a point. They could use each other, it might work out.
もちろん身元がはっきりとしたそれなりに信用できる相手でないといけない。そこでこのティレルだ。
Clearly, if there's anyone in this kingdom that is trustworthy, it is this man.
あ
Nani?
この俺にガキの使いっ走りになると言ってるのかな。いい度胸だ。消し済みにしてやる。
Man, you just love setting people on fire so much.
アナスタシア、頼んでいた酒は持ってきてくれた。
Oh, yes.
さあ、ティレル、受け取ってくれ。
Every other game gotta have one arsonist.
アルカナ20。
Who was the arsonist in Tokimeki Memorial Girls' side? Like, I absolutely believe it was at least one of them, I'm just not sure which. Also, holy shit, Arcana 20! It's like having an Arcana and then having 19 more Arcanas. Inquisitor Lister's eyes light up. Is it that good a drink?
いや、二足三門の古酒だよ。大してうまくもないし、もう廃盤になってる。けどティレルはなぜかこのシリーズが気に入ってた。時々市場に流れているから見つけた時は買って渡すようにしている。
I'm like, there's 22 Arcanas, what happened? The other two got shot off in the war. It was very tragic. Your kindness shows even here, Vice Commander.
バカめ。
What a
こいつ
shame.
が善意だけで動くわけないだろう。この酒を持ってくるときは大抵面倒事も一緒に持ち込んでくるんだ。どうせ今だってそうだろう。
He sees the lighter side of everything.
ティレル、もしこれからこいつが頼み事をしてきたら聞いてやってくれないか。
Well,
そんなことだろうと思った。
もちろん無償でとは言わない。ただ俺と同じ条件で取引してやってほしいというだけだ。
それが今回の酒代か。
you know, and a High Inquisitor can be bribed with cheap alcohol does not seem like a particularly safe security element to be working around. Like, I'm only kind of a professional, but you know, just my 2 cents. Or 2 copper, 2 gold pieces, I'm not sure what the currency in this kingdom really is. I mean, we mentioned back during the tax evasion arc that people get paid in gold, but like, that could mean anything.
そういうことだ。
俺が探しているのはアルカナシリーズという酒だ。なるべく保存状態がいいものがいい。
Maybe we'll be able to find those missing 2 Arcana in a market somewhere. Right. So, what kind of favors can I even ask of you? I'm fully aware you're a competent individual, but nothing is really coming to me. Could I, for example, ask him to help me escape if I'm under threat of being executed? A way out, that'd make what's to come that much easier.
処刑されそうになった時に逃がしてやるなんてことは絶対にやらないからな。
Damn it. Stop reading my mind! Is he a mind reader? Stop reading my mind! It's very rude.
ディレルは教会に対して強いよ。あとは物探しだな。どんなに困難なものでも必ず手に入れてくれる。
So he can do those two things. Protection against holy damage and getting you an item. Anything. That's impressive. If that was true, can you just find this mead on your own? Insert Senna Sin's ding here.
まあまあ、酒屋には仕入れた時点ですぐに連絡を入れるように手配してる。
What? But if you do that, I won't be able to find anything you haven't found already.
ま、そういう時は俺に言ってくれればいいよ。何本かはこちらですでに抑えているから。
何本か。俺は現像するほとんどをお前が所持してると踏んでるんだが、俺との取引に使うために。
So I just looked up at Tyrell's face when he's making this expression, and he looks less like amused smile and more like he's about to skin me alive and wear my where my skin is a bodysuit. It's very unnerving to me. I do not like it. Though I'm sure there are plenty of people in this industry who are into that sort of thing. That's impossible. The Vice Commander would never use an item his friend wants for the sake of a deal, she said naively. Absolutely disgusted.
洗脳完璧すぎるだろう。
さすがのティレルも俺の手元から酒を持っていくことはできないらしいから、必要になったら言ってくれ。
Thank you. I will. Oh. I guess I'll be relying on the Vice Commander, too. Why do I feel like I've been caught in a trap?
こういう話をするために俺とゼンを呼びつけたんだな。
Oh, so Zen does exist.
ああ、そういえばゼンのやつまだ来ないか。今夜は空いてるって言ってたもん。
Yeah, we ran into each other in the entry hall, but he immediately ran away. Maybe he was afraid he'd get cooties or something.
あいつなら一度来て帰ったぞ。
え？いつ？
この赤毛が酔っ払いと揉めている時だ。酔っ払いにガンつけて出て行った。
Are you talking about that taller man that came into the pub?
そうだ。
So he's the Vice Commander's friend too. Yes, he did indeed leave almost as soon as he entered.
休養でもできたかな。まあ、あいつのことはまた今度紹介するよ。あれもかなり使える人間だ。
He'll be a useful asset and potentially another love interest. Hint, hint. Nudge, nudge. Nana, come back soon. Your favorite boy is getting away.
おい、赤毛。若いうちから人を使うことになれると、こいつみたいになるからな。
Becoming like the Vice Commander is my greatest ambition.
おい、どうやってここまで洗脳したんだ。
All of our potential love interests are evil. Never thought I'd get acquainted with Inquisitor Lister again. He seems unchanged this time around. I first saw him when Prince Lucian took me to the city. He cuts a grand figure as an Inquisitor, but he's ruthless once he opens his mouth to speak. The second time I saw him was in the castle. I saw his unique manner of acting and speaking right in front of me, and... Those neurons finally touched, did they, dearest? So proud of you. Sir, what was the name of that friend you wanted to introduce me to?
ゼンソルフィールドだ。
Zen with two N's. he's not the incarnation of the balance between yin and yang. The masculine and the feminine, the light and the dark, the dry and the wet. Yes, that is actually part of yin and yang. Yes. Zen Sorefield. He was the only officer in the administration that served as my ally. He wasn't in uniform and he gave off a very different impression just now, so I didn't realize it was him. Would that be his casual dress?
ゼンのやつ、店に来たんだったら一声かけてくれればよかったのに。よほど忙しかったから。
Yeah, busy being suspicious.
いがない一日閑古鳥が鳴く探偵が忙しいわけないだろう。
Oh god, he's a detective, that's even worse. What? He's a detective? Yeah, he probably goes around randomly walking into crime scenes he has no connection to, then looking at the honest, hard-working folk who actually try to solve this shit for a living. Saying arrogant shit like, oh, why don't you try looking over there, and not telling you why you need to look over there. When you look over there and there's literally nothing there, they just go, that's very interesting, and don't tell you any other... So tired.
ああ、親父さんの後を継いで裏通りで事務所を構えている。俺とティレルでよく飲みに行くんだ。
Zed is following in his father's footsteps. But how could that be? He's the second son of a Viscount, right? Something got warped, but where?
あいつともしばらく会ってないな。また今度席を設けるよ。
Curiouser and curiouser.
確かあいつ明日から1ヶ月町を離れるって言ってたぞ。
So unfortunately you won't be able to romance him until you unlock a few other routes.
そうなのか。
Sir, you mentioned Master Zen's agency was on a back street. Is that near here?
ああ、階段をもう少し登った先の2階にある。看板も出ているよ。
I see. Well, I have training tomorrow as well, so I believe I should be going. Vice Commander, Inquisitor Lister, thank you for taking the time to talk with me tonight.
あれが最近のお気に入りか？
俺はどの部下も気に入ってるよ。
Oh, that is a disgusting sentence. You are a cad.
そりゃ、お前は昔から自分の手駒は大事にするやつだったもんな。大事に大事に利用する。でも俺のとこまで繋げてきたのは善以来だ。他の手駒とはわけが違う。今度は何を企んでるんだ？副団長さん？
Bro, put those teeth away. You're gonna make the audience start acting up, and I don't have the time or energy to deal with that right now. Meanwhile, upstairs... My turning back time has changed a number of things. Like Maya, for example. Maya was in the service of the Linzel family until she was 26. And that's because in my forcing her to come with me, I've all but borrowed her from the estate. My actions have changed so much. Prince Lucien's popularity is another of those changes. I have no idea how or why that could have changed. Zen's situation is similarly mysterious. Would turning back time change the Sorefield family from a viscountcy to a detective agency? Would an administrative official become a detective? It's impossible. Nothing could ever make it possible. I need to ask him about this directly. There he is. Is someone next to him? I momentarily thought it was that monster. That's not right. I can see Zen so clearly. But the way they're standing puts the moonlight behind the person he's talking to. It makes it hard to make him out. I'll just wait here until they're finished. Yes, do eavesdropping. You're acting like a real mystery protagonist now, Annie. I'm so proud of you. When he moves, the air around us freezes. I can't see his face, yet I know we've made eye contact.
そこにいるのはもしかしてアナスタシア
Huh?
ああやっぱりそうだアナスタシア
Man, that is a huge brush. What do you paint with that? The entire trees? The man pulls me into a feverish hug. I try to push him away, but his next statement freezes me in place.
愛しの我が妹
He looks to be in his late 20s with frizzy hair and thick glasses. The ends of his sleeves are stained with paint, and he's holding a comically large paintbrush. What an eccentric performance. I'd remember his appearance even just by passing him on the street, yet I don't recognize him. But here's this man, calling me his sister. You've got the wrong person. I don't have an older brother.
君はアナスタシア・リンゼルだろ
Why does he know my full name? I've hidden my last name from even the wings.
僕はメイル・リンゼルメイルお兄様って呼んでくれていただろ
Man, he's a really dank meme by the looks of it. By which I mean he looks like he smokes a lot. Like, a lot. Maybe more than is healthy.
ああでも僕が全寮制の学校へ入学させられた時は君はまだ幼かったからな覚えていないのも無理はないか
May Dank Maze.
そうだよもう一度その可愛い声で呼んでおくれ
May. Stop making me say May. I'm running out of jokes. Each time I say his name, memories float to the surface. That's right. I had an older brother. He was always so good to me. You know, before, all that happened.
屋敷に帰ってもお前の姿がなくて心配していたんだ今まで何があったかお兄さんに話してくれるね
It's a hell of a story to tell to a cousin Oliver type sudden relative from nowhere. Of course. I told my older brother everything that happened in the last 8 years.
驚いたなまさか翼騎士団にいるなんて思いもしなかったよ
That's clearly the most interesting thing that's happened to us since then.
でもどうして君はそこまで活動的な子じゃなかったはずだけど
Well, I'm on the precipice of telling the truth. I'm doing it to run from the death I'm fated to meet. But before I do, I clamp my mouth shut. because I want to be stronger. I also didn't quite get along with our stepmother. It was dangerous. I nearly told him about the resurrections. Is that because he's my brother? I feel like I could just tell him everything.
なるほど。実は君のことをルーシェン様がお探しなんだ。
As in Prince Lucian? Or as in Lucian the garbage man down the street? I need to specify.
ああ、君とルーシェン様は幼馴染だったんだろ？
Yes?
ルーシェン様は君との再会を望まれている。明日時間はあるかい？一緒に謁見しよう。
But what? I've been given an unforeseen chance to enter the castle. And I can see Prince Lucian. He's changed so much in this life, and I have a mountain of questions for him. Still... Do you mind waiting a bit longer? My next visit the castle, I want it to be on my own merits.
どうしてまた？
You know, I'm kind of on Male's side with this one. Because I don't want anyone opening doors for me anymore.
もう少し。ということは何か算段がついてるのかな？
If I can earn victory in the archery division at the next tournaments, I'll be promoted to knighthood. Once I am, I'll have the freedom to go in and out of the castle.
なるほど。君の覚悟はよくわかったよ。それでは、殿下には今少しお待ちいただくように進言しよう。
Still don't know how much I trust this guy. Thank you, my dear brother.
ところで、アナスタシア、どうしてこんなところを歩いていたんだい？
Huh? I was watching the Aurora Borealis. Why? Why was I can't really remember.
もうしょうがないな。この辺りは酔っ払いも多い。女性が一人で散歩するには不適切な場所だよ。
Yeah, it's a bit late for that one, my good sir. I'm training for knighthood. I won't lose to a garden variety man.
そんなこと言ってますます心配になる。さあ、自宅まで送っていこ
う。The next morning. We're under attack! Everybody get down! Man, I didn't...
陸中の猛者たちがこの日のために修練を重ねてまいりました。誇りを胸に、己の腕に磨きをかけて、4年に一度の武術の祭典、今、開幕の時を迎えます。
As I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, man, I did not realize how shiny this castle was. That just seems like a waste of taxpayer money.
いよいよですね。なんだか僕が緊張してきました。
What are you pointing at exactly? What is above us?
忘れ物はないか？いざという時のための薬は？あ、飲み物はちゃんと補充してるか？
Did you remember to pack lots of Gatorade? You need your electrolytes. Everything is accounted for.
ヒューゴ、母ちゃんみたいなこと言ってるな。まあ、心配なのはわかるけどよ。調子はどうだ、アナスタシア。
Good, actually.
弓術部門のルールをご説明します。今回、皆様には2つの種目で競っていただきます。まず1種目は遠近強射。60メートル離れた位置からお一人ずつ1射矢を放ち、失注した者は脱落、的中させた者のみ次の矢を放つことができます。 最後の一人になるまでこれを繰り返していきます。1位は100ポイント、2位は80ポイントと順位によってポイントが加算されます。
So third place is 60, fourth place is 40, fifth place is 20. And I guess all the places beneath that are just shit out of luck. Sucks to suck.
それでは始め。
Nabian! Why are you shooting at me? That's a swanky bed, but it doesn't strike me as like Prince of a Kingdom swanky, you know? I'm not even sure if it has curtains. It's curtains for you, bed.
なんだ、こんなところにいたのか。
Oh, I was almost afraid you weren't going to show up, Conrad.
兄上、この部屋からだと弓術部門の様子がよく見えるので、父上には許可をいただき席を外しておりました。
Okay, does that explain it? Maybe.
ほう。ああ、本当だ。遮るものはないし、観覧席よりもいい。我が父も面白いことを考えるよな。優勝選手予想を課題にするなんて。若い頃は賭博が趣味だったという噂は実は本当なのかもな。
Yeah, after they go through with this little wager here, Granddad's gonna wind up wagering all of the kingdom's finances on NFTs. Truly dark days lie ahead for our kingdom.
で、お前はどの選手が優勝すると思う？
それは結果が出るまでは明かさない決まりです。
That's how you know it's fair.
ここまで来たらもういいだろう。細工のしようもない。ま、言いたくないならいいさ。それとは別の話で、俺たちは俺たちで賭けないか？大会をもっと楽しむために。例えば、負けたら相手の願いを一つ聞くとか。
Anything?
兄上、あなたは私の予想をご存知ですね。
まさか。予想はお前自身か。今回の課題を取り仕切る行政官以外知る由はないのだから。
So what you're saying is you'd only need to get one person on your side to cheat, is that it?
自信のある一部門だけでもいいぞ。
それではこの弓術で。
Can't believe you're falling for this.
ほう。本気か？
はい。
いいだろう。これで結果がますます楽しみになった。
Then he vanished.
誰か。
How long have you been standing there?
弓術大会で妙な動きをする者が現れる可能性がある。私の騎士を増員し、警備を強化しろ。
Well, at least you weren't completely stupid.
かしこまりました。
Oh, Lucian, you're the only person here I really trust. Thwack. Thwack.
弓術ってのは初めて見たが、すんげえな。あんな離れた距離からちっこい的を射抜くなんてよ。
Yeah, this is how I feel watching golf, probably.
けどもう残り5人か。王子様たちがかけた騎士は残ってるのかね。
なあ、あの赤毛の騎士、もしかして女の子じゃないか？
え？まさかそんなはず。
There's no way a girl could ever manage to pull on a string.
本当だ。ありゃ女じゃねえか。武術大会って女も出てよかったのか？
Man, we sure do live in progressive times. No, even women are allowed to participate in murder.
ダメって規則はないだろうけど。うわ、あの子また射抜いたぞ。
Ain't no rule that says that a dog can't play the war games. Vietnam Buddies was my least favorite of the Buddies movies. Meanwhile, thousands of miles away.
Anastasia さん、1位おめでとうございます。
Hey, we did the thing.
お前はやる女だとは思ってたが、この大舞台で20社連続で的中ってすっげえよ。
Wasn't a huge fan of Airboat Goes to Nuremberg. I actually thought Airboat Goes to Nuremberg was a surprisingly thoughtful take on the dog doing illegal things that are absolutely against the rules in real life, but they say they aren't so they can get away with it genre. But to each his own. Landon, stop hitting me on the back like that. Hurts.
本当に見事だったよ。観客たちもみんなお前に注目してた。
I don't really want to stand out.
そりゃ無茶な話だ。この大会は大陸中の注目を浴びてるし、何よりミッチェルがお前のブロマイドを作らんと写真撮りまくっていたぜ。
続きまして休日部門2種目は、場所は禁足地である王の森を特別に解禁しております。森にはリスやウサギ、キツネなどのさまざまな動物が生息しております。
Ah yes, the game of kings. Well, I've got a squirrel in the oven if you're hungry.
鹿やイノシシなどの大型動物には特別ポイントが加算。捕らえた獲物は孤児院に寄付されることになっておりますので、あしからず。森は出場者ごとに区域が決められており、その範囲内で狩りを行ってください。万が一担当以外の区域に一歩でも入れば即失格となりますのでご注意を。
Imagine losing a hunting competition by ring out. The shame would probably taint your family for generations.
それでは始め。
Round 1. Fight! Ding 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 ding. It's a lot of water. Hunting, huh? This is a test of more than skill. You need the luck to even encounter the animals at all. So in some ways it's less than a test of skill. Let's start with a rabbit. But be careful. They can be vicious little beasties. Leave it to the king's forest to be full of game, thanks to it being usually cordoned off. With this much to choose from, numbers won't mean much. After 2 hours, I have 13 kills. Unfortunately, I've yet to come across any of the larger game. Only 1 hour left. I need to keep moving until the very last second to get myself a big one. Minute? I hear a scream and it's close. It's probably from the knight in the territory next to mine. I run off without giving it any further thought. A man lies on the ground near the border of our territories. Blood flows ceaselessly from one of his legs. Hey! You okay? You don't sound okay. What happened?
巨大な鹿に襲われて足を角で
Oh dear.
あなたはガルダン翼騎士団の女か。
You're one of the royal guards I met out in the city. I almost forgot you'd be competing as well. Let's leave the chatter for later. Tell me your wound. Do some first aid treatment.
近寄るな。このくらい一人で何とかする。女に助けられたなんて知られたら間違いなく解雇される。ありがた迷惑だ。
Okay, bye. Enjoy dying of infection. You're amazing. You remain conscious even after sustaining such a devastating injury. And you haven't forgotten your pride as a knight. You're really something else. I genuinely respect that. But you are still a knight in the Royal Guard. You are the limbs of the king. Leaving you here alone is tantamount to treason. Please, will you allow me to see to your wound? Okay, gotta go look with the other mates. Goodbye, Mono. Don't touch anything made of positive matter. I like not living on a planet with country-sized holes in it. If you remain against the idea, then I have no choice but to rob you of your consciousness. Once the bleeding stops, let's get on horseback and head back to the encampment. It'll be faster than calling someone out here.
そんなことをしてお前優勝はできないぞ。他人の区域に足を踏み入れたら失格というルールだ。
If this is the kind of tournament that would fail a person for helping someone, then winning is meaningless. It's certainly what I'd like to say, but I have circumstances of my own. I want to win. It would mean a lot if you were to keep quiet about this.
俺はお前にだけは優勝させるなんて命じられてる。
By who? I say as though I don't already know. His superior? I suppose that makes sense given the bad blood between the wings and the Royal Guard. Oh, if only it were that simple. You alright?
Anastasia! どうしたんだよ? まだ競技は終わってないだろう?
One of the knights was injured. Call a doctor here. Is anybody in the audience a doctor? I'm a doctor. Well then, you're a nerd.
もう俺に構わなくていい。お前は競技に戻れ。
I know, but I want to leave you in the care of someone in the Royal Guard first.
おい、怪我人はここか。ああ、ひどい怪我だ。復帰はできるか。あと40分やれないか。
You should be able to answer that for yourself. Look at how much blood he's lost. This is no time to be talking about the competition.
なんだなんだ。お前女に助けられたのか。情けないやつだな。
Man, these guys are real shining beacons of the community, aren't they? Silence! I kill you! The Royal Guard are actors of the king. They aren't someone you should be okay risking in a game like this. So what if he was injured? So what if a woman saved him? Neither his status, his wit, nor his training is so easily rendered void by this. Bitch.
Anastasia! 医者を連れてきたぜ!
Thanks, Landon. I leave the rest of this to you. And to the knights, you'd do well to feel prouder of yourselves. Be confident. Don't let yourselves be trapped by triviality. Hit. Ike. Swoon. Man, I'm glad people are finally realizing how great it is to have a woman who can kick their asses. Only 20 minutes left. I have to hunt down as much as I can. And I sure showed you. Wow.
武術大会弓術部門すべての結果が出揃いました。優勝はガルダ翼騎士団所属アナスタシア・リード殿。
Man, I'm glad I chose being awesome as a career. And the crowd goes wild.
おめでとさん。まさかマジで優勝しちまうなんてな。
本当にすごかったよ。まさか最後の最後にあんな大物を仕留めるなんて。
I guess we did a shiny.
しかも鹿でもなくイノシシでもなく狼ですからね。みんなびっくりですよ。
Wait, was it a wolf larger than a deer or a boar? Cause that seems unlikely. I'm just saying.
これで翼騎士団も注目されてモテモテに。
I mean, you probably won't.
どうしたそんな浮かない顔して。
I turn into a horse sometimes now that I'm a knight, it's fine. Vice Commander? What are you doing here?
前代未聞の偉業を成し遂げたんだぞ。もっと嬉しそうにしろ。
I mean, it just all went by so quickly and didn't have any, like, real dramatic moments to it or anything. I just figured, not much. Just doesn't feel real yet.
ま、そういうものかもしれないな。今後のことは後日話そう。おめでとう。よく。
Thank you. Hey, we did the thing. Just as time was about to run out, a large wolf appeared before me. Wolves are greatly feared in this area and are the subject of extermination efforts. I reflexively lifted my bow and shot an arrow. It all happened in a single instant. I didn't have time to observe my surroundings or steady my aim. Just one single thought flitted into my mind. The wolf showed itself, so that I would shoot it. It was reaching for my gun, I swear. It must have wanted me to kill it. But that's foolish. And impossible. That could never happen. Right.
Anastasia.
Probably not. Hmm?
どうやらルーシェン殿下はお前にかけていたらしいぞ。
Man, what a stand-up guy. Huh?
お前が優勝するのにかけてたんだよ。ルーシェン殿下の一人勝ちだそうだ。
Remember, kids, gambling totally pays
と思っ
off.
てたさ。翼騎士団が女の子にキャーキャー言われるようになりたいって。けどな。
We're the ones who are getting all the attention, aren't we?
アナスタシア様だわ。なんて凛々しい方なのかしら。
Look, man, it's not my fault you don't moisturize.
女性初の大会優勝者なのよね。美しい上にお強いなんて。見ているだけで心臓が止まりそう。アナスタシア様がこちらを見たわ。
Ah, indeed.
結局お前がめちゃくちゃモテるようになっただけ。よく騎士団関係ねえじゃんか。
Yeah, well, I missed the part where that's my problem. Leading to me won't do anything. As I listen to Landon's grumbling, the royal guardsman I found injured in the woods approaches me.
この前は手を貸してくれてありがとう。君のおかげで助かったよ。よかったら今度二人で食事に行かないか。
Sorry, I only date people with character portraits.
なぜか王宮騎士にまでモテてる。
Becoming the first ever woman to win the war games has turned into a much bigger deal than I expected it to.
とにかくどこか店に入りたいな。アナスタシア、ここで待っててくれるか。この辺りなら人目にもつかないだろうから。
Here, hide inside this barrel. Sure, it'll make all your problems disappear. Of course. Good luck finding a place. You're here too, for some reason. If it isn't Inquisitor Lister. Good day, sir.
クライオスの新しい金づるか。
Huh?
いろいろと気にかけていたのはこういう理由だったのだ。武術大会で優勝できるほどの人間ならそりゃ大事に扱うよな。武術大会で優勝すれば騎士に昇格させるとか言っていたが実現しそうなのか。
I'm sure it will. Vice Commander always keeps his word. Hold on, just give me a second. I haven't done this in a hot second and I get nervous.
ほう、よかったじゃないか。お前一人出世が遅れていたんだろ。優勝までしたのだからもう劣等感を覚えることもないな。
Now, now, Tyrell, everyone knows it's really ugly when you project. You say some strange things. I've never had a complex about it. I am simply inferior after all. More than anyone.
お前。
アナスタシア。
ダメだ。どの店も満席だったぜ。
Just like that, he's gone.
なんだ今の。知り合い
Most
か？
beautiful man I'd ever seen. Something like that. Visitor Lister is gone. I wonder what he wanted to say.
打ち上げしたくて中心地に来たけど、そんな場合じゃなさそうだな。いっそ騎士団でやろうか。
That's a good idea too. Maybe I can get Maya to make us something.
マヤさんの手料理？よっしゃ！材料たらふく買い込んでくるぜ！行くと財布！
Hi ho, wallet! Away! Instead of Maya's the one cooking, we're probably just gonna wind up getting a lot of burgers.
まさか僕のことじゃないですね。
あの二人だけだと心配だな。アナスタシア、もう少しここで待っててくれ。
We have fun here, don't we? Hey, okay. It was one hectic day. Every person we passed called out to me. Things like this, it's only a matter of time before my family finds out. The plot is moving into high gear all of a sudden. Be a night soon. I've got nothing to fear. I can't just run away forever. Whether or not I throw away the Linzel name, I'll have to visit that manor at least once more. I I need to fulfill my duties as the eldest child. Sigh.
アナスタシア
Mail.
優勝おめでとう。本当にやり遂げてしまうなんて兄として誇りに思うよ。
Thank you, Mei.
お姉様はリンゼル家の長子だというのにひどすぎる。
You're never too young to have a Vietnam flashback.
お嬢様はリンゼル公爵家の長子、つまりは次期当主です。この立派に成長されたお嬢様を目の前にされれば、リンゼル家の未来は明るいと安堵されることでしょう。
Wait a cotton fucking second. I need to fulfill my duties as the eldest child. I am the eldest child of the Linzel family. I don't have an older brother. Who are you? Okay, good talk. Hey guys, I think we found the culprit. Baba?
ああ、もうバレちゃったか。残念だな。君にお兄様って呼ばれるの結構快感だったのに。
And before he's even left silhouette, there is not a single pair of dry panties in the entire audience. His voice changed? If I remember correctly, I first saw him the night I met the Vice Commander at the pub. He's had me believing he was my brother ever since. There's only one explanation for this. A witch.
そうだよ。
He admits to it readily, as if it was an obvious, trivial truth. I feel like I've told him too much, but I can't remember anything. Memories after leaving the pub are a mess. What did you do to me? Did you alter my memories with magic?
そんなに怖い目で見ないで。ちょっと兄弟ごっこで楽しんだだけなんだから。それ以外はまだ何もしてないよ。君は今まで巡ってきた世界線ではやらかしちゃってたかもしれないけど。でも今の僕はまだ無実だ。信じて信じて。
Oh, he's so delightfully smug. Everyone in this game is so delightfully smug. Still, that can only mean you're planning something.
君、物語をラストから読み始めるタイプ？違うならちゃんと順序通りにことを進めていこうよ。さあ、ここに2枚のカードがある。どちらかを選ぶことから君。
I'm not getting involved in any of your schemes. Drag you out before an inquisitor. I try to capture the witch, but my hand goes right through his body.
かりそめの分際で本物に触れられるわけないだろ。
Well, gee, when you put it that way. Transient? What do you mean?
僕は君の辞書になったつもりはないね。わからないことは自分で調べましょうって教師に教わらなかった？それでも僕は優しいから一つだけヒントをあげよう。本気で僕を捉えたいという。
If you truly want to capture me, 100% the game first. Oh, that's kind of
ちはないよ。
It's kind of actually what he said.
まだ乗り気にならないか。ならこの辺りの人間を殺してみせよっか。そうしたら少しはやる気が出るんじゃない？
Stop it. Get some help. Even if I were to use the fatal rewind right now, I would just have to face off against this witch. I'm not doing this out of obligation to Rune, nor out of a sense of justice against the people's sworn enemy. I fight the witch because it is my duty. This is about more than me. It's an oath, carved into my very soul. Bottomless passion urges me into the chaos.
いい顔するね。なんだかゾクゾクするよ。
The witch holds out 2 cards. What is the correct choice? I have no clear evidence pointing in either direction. You know what that means? It'll be fine as long as I end with the right choice. I have the power to start over after all. But to do that, I need to take my first step. Strength or justice? And the logos on them don't make it particularly difficult to guess what they really represent. But I suppose we will simply have to save that for later. 'Cause you know what? That's what I like to call a cliffhanger. Yes, next week on the next episode of Even If Tempest, we will decide our first route in earnest. And until then, I hope you all take care of yourselves. Give lots of thought to the world around you. Maybe solve a mystery of your own. And farewell. I will see you tomorrow, hopefully, for Shadows of Doubt Sunday. Goodbye.